Welcome to Afri-Culture with yours truly, Larva McAfee, aka Nicole, with my special guest, Togbi Ngoyifia of Aflawu, Gakli, Grand Lomé, where we discuss Afri-Culture. It is all about Afri-Culture. Let's get it started. Hello and salut indo indina mesiame. Welcome to Afri-Culture. Miawezon, le Afri-Culture lo miawezon kakaka. Bon arrivée, everybody. Thank you for being here today. We are It is Sunday. It is Sunday afternoon. I just realized that our time change in America, our time changes. So 1 hour backward. So it is 9 p.m. Ghana time right now. It's supposed to be 9 p.m. GMT. It is 4 p.m. Eastern right now. So welcome to Afri-Culture. I welcome you. I thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Remarquez et 1 heure d'avance étant changé les miagbo les Atlanta les Amérique donc elle est 21 heures les miagbo 9 p.m. les miagbo ngba ni 20 heures 9 p.m. 9 heures les pour 19 ami 21 heures les pour les miagbo donc ndak bena mi les joint mi egbe alo akpena mi kakave mi les kamekudomi Afri-Culture egbe mi la discuter wo kengba mi a discuter noa be mako leke mi fondo et j'espère que mi apota mi fon sesere a mi sia me le sesere ne mi gba le sesere o chan mi adakpe na Yehowa be mi lagbe mi le gbon mi lagbe igbe a donc ani mi gbe lagbe po a eso a eno la academy donc mi adakpe na ma obe na egble mi do agbe donc an dakpe na mi be mi le kame kudo wa egbe a mi be mi apon poso enu ya ma gba na ma so do kwenye mi aso nu sia no so do Yehowa be nkome enusianu ne no Yehowa ben come Yehowa nto ba kplomi enusianu ba inwere Yesu Kristo ben come lo so egbe amila pompo mi biro pompo so HOGBETSOTSO be enia azan ke va ya ke bo evo semaine ya me ya pompo so enti ame kodo lava kame kodo ma mleto tekpo later take all the problem technique voa mi la continue mi man talk mi la continue so mi no kame kudo mi no patient mi no patient kudo mi la vazande ya o la vazande ya no gbedo kame kwa ma plova. So guys, I wanted to say I was saying that I thank everybody for joining. I just realized that it's 9 p.m. Ghana time because our time changed. So it's 9 p.m. It's not 8 p.m. anymore. So 9 p.m. right now. Togo time, Benin time, GMT. It is 9 p.m. So I appreciate you hanging in and joining us tonight. And those of you here in the US, you guys already know we are used to it. But I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say I thank God for us today. So wherever you are joining from, and I say I hope that everybody's just feeling grateful right now because no matter what is going on in our lives, we are breathing today. A lot of challenges right now that is going on my side, but I'm breathing. I am here with you, so I'm just super grateful. So I hope you are also grateful as I am because we are breathing. That's what is most important. As long as we have breath of life, tomorrow could be better, right? So today we wanted to discuss Afri-Culture. We wanted to discuss HOGBETSOTSO Festival that started last Saturday. And then, it's going through, I know it's died down now, but I think I wanted to bring some people, Efo Kodzo, and then I wanted to bring in Efo Freedom if he's able to join in Ghana because they were there, experience, this whole thing. So I wanted to bring them in and hear their experience, how it went, and then talk to them about this festival. So that we can learn a little bit more about it. This is a festival where I'm going to carry on as long as I'm waiting for some people. When I can get them, I'm going to bring them back and we're going to get deeper into this, going backward to, Agokoli time and all of that, because it's a history that we have to carry on. So we are going to do that. So just hang in and just keep praying for the connections, Ghana connection and Togo connection so that we can get these, important lessons out to us and our children. So thank you again for being here. I'm going to just let you guys know again, HOGBETSOTSO, some of you who did not join last week. HOGBETSOTSO, it is a festival that is it really just means that it is a festival to commemorate the time, the day that the people rose up and moved out of Noche, Togo, and they landed in Anglois in Keta area in Ghana. Because of all the 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 ruling of Agokoli and all of that. So you guys heard that last time, but I wanted to let you guys know, those of you who do not understand or do not speak away, I want to make sure I don't miss this. But Hogbe, HO, it just means move, right? To move. And then Be, GBE, means the day. It's a day. And then Chocho means crossing over. Crossing over. So that's HOGBETSOTSO. So it's the time, the day that they cross over, they move, and just like, they took their life in their own hands, and they just move out of this Noche, and then landed in Angla, in Keta area in Ghana. So the festival really it is celebrated each first Saturday of each November. So it's been happening for years, like you guys heard last week. It is a peacemaking period. I'm gonna read this so I don't miss it. Peacemaking period. That is time when dispute are resolved, amicably, right? And then it says publication ceremonies. They have publication ceremonies all over, and then they have a ceremonial stools, purify and pouring, libation. It's a lot of things that goes on. It's a general cleansing. Villages are swept, and rubbish is burned, right? So they are cleansing. There's a lot of cleansing going on. And then Daba, you guys remember the Daba of Chief? You remember how we saw it in Siena? They have a lot of that. They dress colorful dresses. You guys already seen it. You know how it is. And dances, a lot of dances, a lot of singing, a lot of merrymaking. It's just a lot of activities. And I'm gonna share a little bit of what do you call it, the highlights with you as we go on. So I do see if Kodzo on, so I'm gonna try and see and get to him and see if he can hear me, so that we can start with him. But again, thank you very much for joining. I do encourage you guys, unless you tell me unless you put in your comments, I don't know you are on. So I want you to put in a comment. Let me know where you're joining from, so that we know that you are online, you are supporting. So stay right there. Let me get Kodzo. Let me see if Kodzo is ready, and I can have him join us so that we can start this conversation. Kodzo le kame be ma vai maklo Kodzo ma ko be connection la na nyi ma maklo Kodzo va ni mi a commencer lo. Enyo mi to te po mi gba Afri lo. Just 1 second. Kodzo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Thank you. I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what was going to happen. I'm like, okay, I was just waiting to see. So, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you being on. And I know you still have a jet lag right now. You just came back. This week, right? You just came back from Ghana this week.
I got here Thursday night. So it's about
Thursday night.
2 nights ago. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you're still going through jet lag. Yeah. So, well, we thank you for being here with us. So, if Kodzo, I'm gonna have you. I know a lot of people may know you, but can you introduce yourself to people who don't know you, please?
Okay, sure. Actually, okay, my name is Kodzo Torwudzo. You born Kwenye Charles.
Charles.
Originally Moto Jita
Jika.
Academy in the Volta region, of course.
Okay.
Currently, I'm in Oklahoma. Actually, the town is called Edmond, which is north of Oklahoma City. I've been to several of the HOGBETSOTSO. Yeah, I always made sure I go to Ghana twice. And, once it's in around Easter, and the second time is around HOGBETSOTSO. So, of course, I was there last week. Was it? I think last week. Yes.
It was last Saturday.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, a week.
Yep. So You said every year you try to at least go there. Those are the 2 times of the year, Easter and this one. So, can you tell us? I know you are official. You are a doctor, right? You are a doctor. I know you are a
That's
doctor.
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct. Yes,
Well,
yeah.
are you retired now, or you still working?
I'm still working. Yeah, not
You're
yet.
still working.
I'm
You're not
trying, but
retired.
I'm not doing it. I
I
wish I
don't
could
know
say
if doctor. I don't know why doctors is hard for them to retire. Do you agree? Is it hard for you guys doctors to retire?
that. No, because I mean, the work is there, so you want to do it.
Right,
So
right,
yeah.
right, right.
And
Okay.
when I go home to Ghana, it's mostly
Uh-huh.
working vacation. That's how it
There
works.
you go. There you go. So, what kind of doctor are you?
Actually, I got a PhD in food science and management. So we
Oh,
actually do yeah, we manufacture food products
okay.
like yes yeah like mayonnaise, like preserves. So we
Right.
start from just raw pineapple and we make it into marmalade and stuff like
Wow.
strawberries.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That's good. You are the person we need to talk to then. Okay. Good. So, Kodzo, so
Yes.
what do you have to tell us? If you have to tell, if your son or your daughter comes to you and asks you, Papa, what is HOGBETSOTSO? What is it? How do you explain that to, this child?
Okay. You did pretty good job on that already. So uh, it's an occasion that is celebrated. Okay, to remember the migration of the animals, or the Elvis actually, from
Mm-hmm.
uh, all the way from southern Sudan through the Yoruba land, okay, and then landed in Nochi. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's Nochi and
Mm-hmm.
Nochi, that's the name, which is now Central Togo.
Mm-hmm.
And the main point is that how the airways were under the rule of King Agokoli,
Mm-hmm.
and he happens to be a very wicked guy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a tyrant, and he treated them very badly. There were stories about what caused the treatment they received from them, and then to the point they couldn't take it anymore, so they
Mm-hmm.
escaped
Mm-hmm.
from Mochi and
Mm-hmm.
to continue their journey,
Mm-hmm.
and then landed in Aketa and Anwaga area.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you,
that's the celebration of that particular event.
okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. So, why is this festival important? I know it would be like common sense, right? But in your own way, and then you go this all the time. Why is it important for you to be going all the time? Why is this festival important?
Okay, so I grew up actually in a fishing village in the western region. I think it's called Shama or Anguna Beach.
Okay.
Okay, so we lived among or with Fantis. So of course we are the minority at that point. But being an Anglo village, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they practice most all the activities that take place during the Hogbetu.
Okay.
For example, the drumming, okay, the
Mm-hmm.
dances they perform, Baja, of course,
Mm-hmm.
the popular one. Tripi
Mm-hmm.
is one of them,
Mm-hmm.
Isago, and Kokushi. I mean, they do all that. Chagbeko. All those
Mm-hmm.
things were done when we were little kids. And the next thing is that you also talk about activities like pour libation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then the big one is the Nubidodo.
Yes,
Nubidodo,
yes.
Nubidodo, okay, is done on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Dabra is on Saturday.
Okay.
So if you are in Ramadan at that time, Thursday morning before the Saturday, you can go to go and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are used to. I've seen it several times in our village, where they put a lot of different herbs together, and then they'll do the incantation and all that.
Right.
Okay, and then they'll split. Okay, different things, liquor and all that stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Then they'll be saying each family who has an issue that they want to resolve, they will bring it and talk about
And
it. If
talk.
the chief, especially in this case, is going to be what the traditional chief, what is his name?
Is that Tugby Shri? Is that Tugby Shri the
Yes, let me see.
third?
Yes, let me see. If he has
Mm-hmm.
done something that you didn't agree with, listen, but you didn't have a chance to confront him about it, you can do it at
You
this
can
point.
do it now. Okay.
He can,
Okay.
and he normally he's there to he's present. Then he
Mm-hmm.
listens to all this complaint, all what complaints, because of the complaints, all the issues. Then in
Mm-hmm.
the end, then he will speak. He
Okay.
replies on some of that.
Yeah.
Then they will take all this bakata, all these herbs and all that, and then they put it into the big bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and then they pour water on it.
Yep.
And then they will pray and do all the collaboration and all that. And they believe that anybody who's present need to take some of that and wash his face and then you cleanse yourself.
You're right.
I mean, people will bring actually buckets so they can take some to their house for the family members who were not able to be present.
Oh, to be okay to use.
They
Okay.
take all the water and some of the help and the leaves in there. They do that.
Okay. So thank
Then
you
of
very much
course,
for that one because last week we talked a little bit about it and we really just talked about forgiveness. You know what I mean? But then after that, I went and I actually watched it. I watched it on YouTube. I watched the way it is
mhm,
done, all the herbs and stuff. I can see it, and I can see like you didn't have the men or women. They didn't have clothes. They have bare chest. So I seen the whole process. I just don't want to play it here, but I seen the whole thing. So I realized that this is not just a simple forgiveness. There's there's a process to it.
exactly.
Yeah. So I understood that later on. So thank you for explaining that part.
Well,
All right. So and oh, go ahead.
no, and if you ask me, so why do I keep going? I mean,
Right.
it's it's a time to relieve those experiences.
Okay.
Because, like I said, those things occurred or happened when we were little kids.
Right.
But then we traveled outside and we didn't
Right.
do it anymore. I really
Mm-hmm.
remember when in secondary school, I mean, if you miss the day, our
Mm-hmm.
mom will, okay, they will keep the water there for about a week or something like that. So once you
Okay.
get to the house, your mom will rush you to the location. And we didn't want to do it, but I mean, she made it and she made us
Yeah,
do
it
it.
make you do
Mhm.
it. Okay.
So it's a time
Okay.
to
So
release
it
that.
stayed with you. It stayed with you, and you want to continue
Exactly.
to experience that. So how much had it evolved? I know it has evolved, really evolved, because before as your child and now, I mean, simplest thing now, it's everywhere on social media. So everywhere. You don't even have to be there to watch it, right? So it's stream live, it's everywhere. And now my understanding is more people there than before, right? So as you go, as you saw this as a young boy, and then you go now you see it today. What do you want to say about that? What is the difference? What is I mean, is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What do you have to say?
Is it? No, I think it's a good thing because yeah, it's a good thing. It's evolved, and I think the biggest piece is that they've added fundraising to the whole thing. In the past, it was not there
Okay.
because the area needs help.
Right.
Well, that's a project then to be done, and the government can't do it for all. So I mean, yeah, it's
Right.
good to do that. That's one of the biggest things I've noticed is happening.
Okay. And then they have more
Um,
sponsors, right? You have more
oh yeah,
sponsors and that will bring
it's
more money to the community and all of that, right?
yeah. And it has getting bigger. So sometimes it's harder for the if you're in the crowd. So I was going to suggest to the organizers to install some big screen TVs
Mm-hmm.
that people can see better because
Oh
people
yeah. Yeah. Because it's
it's
large.
like
People can see, not everybody. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
exactly.
And I'm sure they are listening to you now. Somebody's gonna listen to you and suggest that maybe next year. Maybe next year they'll have a big screen and they'll say like they heard it from you. That was your suggestion. So that's good.
Yeah.
So So what do you tell? I always wonder, because there are still people, because I called somebody last week and this person did not even know this festival was going, and this person lives in Ghana. So what do you tell people who are Anglo people, who are, even Anglo people don't even know this festival is going on? What do you tell these people, or whether they're in Ghana or they are living abroad? I mean, what do you have to tell them? What do you tell these people?
I mean, these days, there's a lot of information on social media.
On
So I'm
social media.
surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm surprised that anybody is not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because so that in the area, for example, Anyanyi Jita, Anglaza, Huti, and all that, the week before, the school shouldn't do it. The school should have a mini Hogbeja in all the schools.
That's what I heard, that they do mini ones. Yeah.
I've been to a couple of those things already.
Right.
And then the weekend before the main one, there is a mini Hogbeja.
That's what I
And
heard.
they do it at different locations. I think the last one was at Accra. I know the year before it was like a shared Niba. So then 2 years ago was at Galosota or something like that. So it's been happening. So I'm surprised if people haven't heard about it.
Yeah. So what do you tell people who, well, even if they heard about it, what do you tell people who are not educating their children? Like, we have young generation, young people who from Anglo or from, all these areas that we have all these special festivals. We have these special tradition cultures that, the children don't know. What do you think, as a parent? Do you think this is something we're supposed to embed into our children? Do you think that all our children should be aware of these festivals? I just want to know, what do you say to, because I'm saying it, but I want to hear from you. How important do you think it is for us to keep ourselves, these culture alive, not just alive in our minds, but to our children and their children?
I think the parents, have a role to play because, what I noticed, especially in the US, is that those festivals involve our children into celebrating, for example, even Ghana Independence Day, and bringing the airways together, things like that. Our children are learning that it improves their self-awareness, and their self-confidence. Because they know where they're coming from, and so the parents because I think the problem is that those who are in the cities, especially in Ghana, are the ones who are not stepping up to the plate, So they need to do better. Like I said, when you're in the voluntary region, the week before Saturday, they do. I think Wednesdays or something. The school shouldn't do it, so they are aware of that. But we will let them. We will let Kumasi. We will let Ika. Ball it. Mama, oh, July will let you. You need to step up.
I know. So, ndudu kawe no nafuno. What kind of food ndudu kawe? HOGBETSOTSO onto ndudu kawe any specially food that that are served there at the festival.
That one, because I think that was like 2 years ago. After the event, there are people along the side that were selling different food. I never realized that until 2 years ago. But at the main park, there was no food, actually.
Oh, then there's no serving food. Okay.
No.
But people who serve, they'll have invitation. I'm assuming they'll eat at home and do all of that. And you know how certain festivals, they have certain food. That's what I thought, that there's specific food that they cook for that.
Actually, I have friends that would normally go to either a Qatar or Torwudzo or something like that after the double. But we didn't cook any special food.
Okay.
The last week we only had like a of course, bolo and lake and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because we had plenty of coconut and milk to drink.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's part of it too. Okay. All right, that's good. So I think I wanted to know what is the if there are any, right? Are there what is the misconception about this festival that you may know of?
Misconception about the festival.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think probably, yeah, how Christianity has affected this. Because people think that performing cultural rites or rituals is worshiping an idol or
A
something. That's
fetishism.
what
Fetishism. That's what we talked last time. Okay.
exactly. So we need to figure out a way to explain it better. Because when I was a little kid, my grandmother poured libation probably several times a day. I mean, that's a joke. She felt comfortable, so she grabbed her what calabash water and then she poured libation.
Mm,
I mean, is that not being Christian or is that, I mean, that's what she believes. So there's nothing wrong
yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Because
think that's what oh,
the
go ahead. Sorry.
incantation is that I mean, you call the ancestors to
Mm-hmm.
protect us, those of us who are here now, and I think it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the
So now
tradition. So
go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say it is tradition, and then I know that is. I'm glad you brought that up as the misconception because you see people, and it's hard to. It is hard if you're outside or coming in. It is hard for you to understand because you see people with, they have stuff on their skin, you have their stuff in their face, even those oil and all of that. So it is hard to determine what is going on and what to believe. So I could see why people have misconception. They can see that, okay, this is not, I don't want my children to be part of it because it's not, it's against God, or it's not, God is, it is all of that. So I don't know. I think it's a very area, it's an area that we can't even touch because you touch this, it's like somebody's gonna say this, somebody else is gonna say this. You will never come to a conclusion because when it comes to religion and it comes to our tradition, it is hard to like explain and then somebody just say yes, I agree. uh, there's always a division. So I'm glad you said that. That is one of the misconception going on. I believe somebody's saying that there's an echo. Let me see. There's a Facebook user. Kofi, are you hearing me right, or are you hearing echo on your side? Are you hearing me okay? Kojo, can you hear me all right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, I can hear you fine. Yes.
Okay, so Facebook is saying there's echo. So guys, if you're on a call, if you're hearing echo, please let me know. If Malco, I see you on. Thank you for joining again. Thank you for your support. Let me know if you're hearing echo on the phone, but I believe there's an echo on Facebook. So we are not hearing it. So I'm gonna do some some updates here and see. I make some changes here and see if it makes sense. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We thank you for being here with us. We thank you for Kodzo for joining us this afternoon to talk a little bit more about, HOGBETSOTSO. And then, we know we started last week, and I know this conversation is not going to end here. We're going to continue having this conversation because there's so much more to learn from here. So I thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being patient with us. So what I'm going to do now is, because of the echoing that's going on, I'm going to play some of the highlights for 2024 festival for you guys to just, and keep you guys going. And I'm going to check the settings and I'll be back with you. If we're Kojo, I'll be right back. I'm just going to play, these highlights so that we can, I can check the settings and see what is going on. So please don't go
Okay.
anywhere. Stay right here. Mia tombe na de obe enia e voam le dinero le Facebook ji donc am le ja essaye ma kpoben ke le joma voa kengwe ma joa ma jouer et nous ko jolly enia Ghana semaine passée semaine yame nous ke jona enia azan HOGBETSOTSO be zan ma jouer na mi ne mia no kpo ni ma kpoben me règlement ke ma oni ma trova donc ami gba ya fle pupo lo mi no kami ma ji enia ne ma jouer na mi une seconde. Okay, let's do this.
See, it's just
So
like
guys, I
everyday
think this is getting
Great.
better
Day
now.
saved, money saved, juice.
Can you hear
Not so
me?
much.
All right. I think this is better now. If Kodzo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
But
I
I
think
think
the echoing.
when I talk, I hear the echo.
Are you hearing the echo?
Yeah. Is that
Oh,
mine?
I don't hear it on my side. But you know, I it could just be because I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you're hearing the echo, then that means that um it is not. It didn't fix the issue. But can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I think because of the echo, we probably can, you know, we I don't want it to, I want people to understand what they're saying. If we have echo, and just ask you, I have one more question for you, before, so that we can cut this short, so that we can, you know, because I don't want the echo to continue. But I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite part of the festival? What is your favorite part of the festival?
Okay. To me, is the performing of the dance, the various dances.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, like Tricky, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the Chak the call,
Mm-hmm.
the Kokushu, now. I mean, all that. I enjoy that quite a bit.
Okay. The dances.
The dances. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what do you
Yeah.
have to say to people who were not there this year or anybody else who's thinking maybe next year they should go? What do you tell them? What kind of encouragement do you give them?
I think okay. The encouragement is going to be that week before the Hogbeza itself. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very festive occasion along the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can afford it and if you have time, spend a whole week there and you'll enjoy it. Even I'll put a plug in for here from another town, Jita or
Mm.
Ogbodomu. There's a new festival they call Agalanza. So
Agalanza.
that celebrating. I mean,
Oh,
the various.
Aglanza. Is that the crab festival?
Yes,
Aglan.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you make it there, let me know. I will take you to my house and you get plenty of different types of crab to eat. Yes, and that's the Saturday before the bazaar itself. So yeah, and then of course after that Saturday, then the school children will do during the week too. So there are things you can do on that weekend before and then the week and then the actual bazaar itself. I mean, big the double. So it's busy
Ah.
around that time.
Okay. So Aglanza, let me make sure I know what when does that is that you said before or that is after?
Is the last weekend in October
It's the
every
last
year
weekend. Okay.
in October.
So that was the week right before this one. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So
So I need
you
to
can
remember
do
so I know when I have to come. When I need to come. So okay.
so you can do two things. I mean, yeah,
Two things
together.
at the same time. So that's
Yeah.
a
The only thing is
great
that
idea.
the hotels are they fill up very quick around that time. So you need to book way ahead of time. Yes.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Unless you have a place to stay or have family, then you are good to go.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So if Kojo, thank you very much. And again, I always ask people their name, and we already know your name, Kojo. Can you tell people what that means?
Kodzo means a boy born on Monday.
Monday. There you go. I love our name, Kojo Kofi Kwame. I like that because when you hear that name, you don't have to ask them what day were you born. You already you already know when they were born, so it makes it easy. How about your last name? Is there a meaning to your last name?
It's Torwudzo. Torwudzo,
Mhm.
meaning the river is hot.
The river is hot.
Yeah,
Eto,
Torwudzo.
Eto, Wu, Jo. There you go. Torwudzo. Okay. All right. So for Kodzo, I want to say thank you because of the echoing. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna say thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. I wanted to say, you know, for allowing to come. I know we wanted to do it last week. It didn't happen because of the connection issues. So I thank you for taking the time and joining us and sharing, you know, your experience with us. I appreciate that. I know this is not gonna be the last time that we see you. I know you're gonna come back again. And I want to thank Malco as well, because Malco was the one who referred me to you to me. So I want to say, thank you. No, not Malco, but Kosi. Yeah, there you go. Kosi. It was Kosi. Yeah, Kosi was the one who referred you to me. So I thank you for, you know, for joining and having this. Malco referred me to another person that was on Kwame V last week. So I want to thank.
Is that for Malco Jikunu?
Jikunu, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, he's the one. We always end up spending the afternoon after the
together, right?
Exactly.
I heard that last week. So I guess you were part of the invites too, right?
Exactly.
If Kwame V told us that they ended up in his house.
Exactly.
And it seems like a lot of festivals ended up in his house most of the time. So we thank him for that.
Exactly.
We thank him for hosting you guys. And he's online. He was online watching, so we thank him for being here. So he was saying thank you. I think let me find his message for you. He said thank you. Thank you very much, doctor. That was his message for you. So Malco has been very, very supportive. He doesn't only just watch and support, but he the resources, when I reach out, you know, he really helps. And, you know, for Malco, I just want to say thank you for always being, you know, there for us. So I appreciate you very much. And thank you. Next time I'm gonna see what this hosting is about. Next time I go to Ghana, I'm gonna have to join you guys and see and enjoy some good food and, you know, good conversation. So thank you, everybody. So for Kodzo, thank you again very much for doing this. I appreciate you. Have the rest, a great afternoon, a great week, and get some rest. And then, you know, we'll see you again very, very soon. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you too.
Okay, Enyo, bye.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye. So guys, thank you very much for hanging in there. I don't know what it is, but this technical issue, the echoing and the connection issues, is getting, you know, it's getting on my, you know what I mean. But I don't want to blame it on, you know, anything. I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want to, you know, take it as something against me or anything like that, because again, remember, it could be better. So I have no control over this echoing situation. So the only thing we can do is, you know, do testing. Even we do testing, this is still happening. So I don't understand it. So I apologize for Facebook. Those of you who got a lot of echoing, I apologize for the echoing. Unfortunately, I did not have control over that. I wanted to fix it. That's why I don't want to carry on. I want to stop this. I don't want to continue with echoing. So we wanted to stop here, but I wanted to thank you for hanging in there and supporting. If you guys have any ideas, I use StreamYard. So I just don't understand the echoing. I tried everything. I think it's the other side. I don't understand it. But if you guys have any troubleshooting ideas, steps, or any other thing you can suggest to me, you're welcome to suggest so that I can try those. But I thank you very much again for supporting, for being here. I want you guys to come back next Sunday and at 4 p.m. at Ghana time now, because of the time change. It's 9 p.m. Ghana time. So I appreciate you guys for hanging in and joining and sharing this video with everyone you know. Subscribing to Siana TV if you have not already, and also subscribing to Chatting Wonoko if you are not already. I appreciate you very much. Mi atombe na kpena milo mi gbado connexion be problem with Troya donc enya bena mleja mi couper noa ning ba jiji sugbon parce que Facebook torbo mlese noa nyoro nyemnyan kele wo connexion. Voilà, nyem laisse connexion be problem ya gomo. Nyem laisse gomo voa. Mse kota do ma oben komi. So nyem nyam kele na connexion be problem voa. Mi le essaye. Donc mi la wedo de. Voilà, quand ben yem le jibe ma continue kude o ambe mia couper fifi. Donc mbenari ame ko mva kamera mi partager eni e lien kudo ni wa chan wa po nu vitikule ke mi discuter a ele vevere ba mesia me ba partager a mesia me ba supporter mi anono mi supporter mi anono donc a mi partager ne mi ava kame le dimanche prochain là ne mi le Ghana mi le Togo mi le Benin mi le Nigeria Afrique mi gbele kwa c'est 21h 9 p.m. 21h parce que temps changé les Amériques filles temps changé na il y avait temps changé na donc a changé donc ça fait 21h les miagbo à 9 p.m. les miagbo voix fille elle est à 16h les miagbo fille ni mi à 30 à 16h de miano kame kudomi sino mi kim le gba mi a share ni akuda mi sia mi miano sesere voix king gba ma jo ma trop jouer et vidéo a kim kele jouer na mi san parce que echo et connexion avec problème le kim le jouer vidéo ne mi kwe san wa ma tati mi kudo eni a highlight na eni a HOGBETSOTSO festival abe eni a lien ne mi akwe ne ma tati mi kwa parce que connexion mu woni connexion aller voir academy donc a mi ame ko nkpo son wa ni ma so do da mi ne mi akwe donc a mi no ka me kudo mi ade ne ma jouer na mi sinon à la prochaine mi adogo eni a dimanche prochain donc a izan ne ma jouer ni ana mi ade ne mi aso de Medjaka ne mi le tante pour mi aso de Medjaka sinon merci beaucoup à dimanche prochain bye